Yes, people. We are back live. We are back live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube for another Manchester United, Chelsea, Tottenham Hotspur show. So please keep all your comments, all your questions, Manchester United, Chelsea, or Tottenham Hotspur related. Manchester United drawing 2-2 at home to Liverpool, severely denting their title hopes. Not an impressive performance, but a decent result. Spurs, they went fourth in the league, winning 3-1 at home to Nottingham Forest because Villa dropped points away to Brentford, so they're now in fourth on goal difference. That's for Chelsea, conceded after a not triumphant, you know what I'm saying, a great win against Manchester United in terms of how it happened. A great late win. They went and drew to Sheffield United, conceding in the last minute. But big up to everyone who has locked in already, large up everyone who's tapped in. Please make sure you hit that like button on the video. Make sure you do that. Hit that like button expeditiously. Please make sure you share this across all of the socials as well. Make sure you do that. And on top of those two things, make sure you subscribe to the channel Sarcasm City TV as well. Like I say, man, Twitter and X at That's Me Flawless. That's Me Flawless right there. At Sarcasm City TV, you see it. And also as well on Instagram, same at That's Me Flawless and at Sarcasm City TV. Why is the brand color not changed? I switched it. There we go. I had to click it twice. We got Jez in the building as well. Yes, Jez, what are you telling me? You good?
Yeah, man, I'm good, man. What you saying, bro?
Oh, bless family. You already know. You already know. And yeah, people, this will now be the new time slot for this show as well, just to clarify. So the Manchester United Chelsea Spurs show, you'll get at midnight on Mondays. Monday night, that's midnight. UK time, people. You will get the show. Surfer will be here shortly. Do not worry about that. Big up to Ramen, big up to Kamal as well. But yeah, Jez, I suppose. Well, so we'll start with you. We'll start with you, the happiest out of these three sides. 3-1 win at home to Nottingham Forest, also now in fourth in the Premier League. But yeah, man, thoughts on the game? Because you've been very vocal in the group chat in regards to Ange, Maddison, Basuma, etc.
Obviously, good result because obviously, we trying to win. We try to win, which is obviously the main focus for the rest of the season, in my opinion. Even if it's not going to be maybe the most best performances that we would like to see, but I think this just also kind of puts in context of like where just currently the team, the levels are. The players just not really being there yet at the level that they're performing at, and maybe certain departments of the pitch as well, where I think it's lacking. But the team is getting the results, so I can't really hate on the team currently or anything. Say that they're doing things that I like even the result against West Ham. It's like it's annoying that we didn't capitalize, considering that Villa played City in midweek, and we had kind of like the feeling that they're gonna lose to them. Yes, but in the same time, it's not like we just the perfect team yet there. And even the Villa result, I kind of look at none of the Villa, the West Ham result. If I go back there, it's like looking back, it's kind of like I only realized a day before that we didn't beat West Ham for 4 years there. So it's kind of like, yeah, we haven't beaten West Ham at their place. It's either been a draw or losses there. Like, and even then, the last time we beat them, it was a 2-3 game. So it kind of tells you the last time that we even beat them, what type of game that was. So kind of considering how these kind of games went for all these clubs trying to be involved for the top 4, top 5 kind of finishes, benefited us, and it's glad that the team was able to step up against Nottingham, because I had a feeling that Nottingham maybe can do something in transition, but then players stepped up and did their job. In my opinion, obviously Van der Ven. I talk all about how I've been a big fan of Van der Ven even before he came to Tottenham. So the fact that he's at the club, able to get, I think this is the second Premier League goal, or no, I think it is, and obviously what a strike as well. That shot was as fast as fast as he can run properly. So that then obviously our first goal was an own goal, but well played I think from us, but own goal from Morello, and the third goal as well, which I think Bentancur did it well, because initially I thought he was trying to header the ball into the goal, but now he actually aimed the ball towards the guys who are actually in the area to go and take a shot at goal, because I thought the initial ball to Maddison was kind of like, I think you're trying to smash it to Bentancur, which I think it was a wrong decision, but Bentancur made the more out of it, and then Paul obviously makes it 3-1 game finish, and yeah, man, it's kind of like on to the next one. It's kind of like I told you already, like I'm kind of like through the motions now for the rest of the season because like this, we're playing for Champions League, but I'm not like I know them players. Like it's kind of like two ways I kind of look at it. Where I want to see if the players and the manager is able to do it, can get the job done despite having hard fixtures. But then the other perspective, what I have is that currently I just don't. I'm just not emotionally invested as much because
Go on, why not?
I've kind of been already in the situation where I'm fighting for Champions League. I get Champions League this following season, and then we don't do anything with it. So it's kind of like this. It's kind of like this repetition where I'm kind of like,
Yeah, I get you. I get you.
yeah, it's kind of like so. That's why I'm not as invested for the. Like I'm more invested into kind of like other parts of the season, like for example the title race, how that is panning out, even the relegation battle, the promotion battle as well. For in the championship, like for me, currently these are the things I'm more invested in rather than the top 4 battle. But hey, man, or top 5 battle, how people want to call it. But we keep it step, man. I'm just happy that we got the 3 points. To be honest, like just take advantage of the fact that United true, Villa true, and yeah, man.
That's fair. That's fair. That's fair enough. That's a very, very fair assessment. Do you think you get top 4?
Oh, it's weird because like obviously I saw Villa still has hard games. But it's weird because like it's just we could potentially end the season after Newcastle. Let's say we win Newcastle, we could potentially end up the season going like 5 losses and 2 wins maybe, or it's kind of weird. Like I don't know. I'm not saying I'm not confident considering the position that we have to play, but this is what I kind of meant earlier that let's see if the team can kind of prove me wrong from their perspective. Like if they don't do it, it's kind of like it's not that I expected because I don't think we're good enough to beat these guys. But amen.
All right, first. You know what I'm saying? First, shouts to Pels in the chat as well. Like I said, you lot get your questions in. Please make sure you share this across all of the socials as well. So important you do that. And subscribe to the channel Sarcasm City TV because we are closing in on 11K people. We are closing in. I actually think you'll get top 4. Surfer's also in the building as well. Yes, Surfer, what are you telling me? Good?
All good.
Are you blessed? What's going on?
I'm blessed.
What's going on? You don't seem happy, my friend, man. You know what I'm saying? You don't seem happy.
I wonder why.
I wonder why. Now you're here with me. You're here with Jez. You know what I'm saying? You're here with the family, the gang.
I'm here for my weekly parole hearing as well.
Hey, but one thing you will do though, you'll feel better after the show. So we'll go to there. We'll go to you lot. Sheffield United 2, Chelsea 2. Terrible result. Even worse performance, it seems. I didn't watch because I was so disgusted by my performance that I took a nap, but we'll get to that. But I'm hearing that. Yeah, I'm hearing that Sheffield United were the better side, had the better chances, horrific performance from Poch in regards to his substitutions, game management, etc. Certain players didn't pull their weight. I did see Sheffield United had a higher XG than Chelsea, which I thought was crazy as well. So yeah, sir, for thoughts on the game. Especially after beating Manchester United as well. You beat us lot and then it went that way.
So, the very old saying that the greatest trick the devil ever pulled was convincing the world he didn't exist, right? And that's how I feel about Poch's
how I feel,
performance
to be honest, it helps. There we go, man. At least you're not alone.
Yeah. When I was younger and I was watching, by the way, pro wrestling is cool again. Just anyone tell you, it's cool again. And I was watching Triple H in the Attitude Era, and he was always a bad guy, right? But for a few weeks out of the year, like a month, he would do like good guy stuff. Yeah, then you go back to the bad guy. That's how I feel like Poch has been for the last like 6 weeks since the cup final. I haven't really been. I've been very lenient with Poch. I've not really crashed it on him. I've really been focused on the players, but he seemed to yesterday go, "Hey, let me remind you who I am. Let me remind you who I am, what I've done this season." And do you know what? You thought the Burnley game. You thought some of my previous games this season were bad. I'm going to show you how bad I really am. So what I'm going to do is, from Thursday, when we're on a high, I'm going to then change the formation, and I'm going to move players into different positions. I'm gonna
Yeah, that was crazy.
I'm gonna bring
That was
Thiago Silva in from the cold, so much so that we had to pour him out of ice. So much in the cold he's been. And then I'm gonna put my best player, who likes to play on the right and cut in. I'm gonna put him in the 10, and then I'm gonna put Gallagher on the left wing. And put Gallagher on the left wing to start. I'm going to change the formation to a 3-5-2
Gallagher on left
when we're
wing.
attacking. And yeah, I'm going to go from there. And let's just say this. The stats say it. We had 6 shots, right? 6 shots, right? Including the 2 goals.
Yeah.
That's 4 less than I think Wolves got and someone else got.
And Brentford.
And Brentford, right? We're going to a team who a few weeks ago got packed by Burnley 5-0. Yeah, Burnley 5-0. They've been beaten by Brighton 5-0. They've been beaten by Arsenal 6-0. They've been beaten by Newcastle 8-0. And in that Newcastle game, 8 different players scored as well in that game. We're going to a side that conceded over 80 goals this season. Yeah,
That's crazy. 80 goals. Crazy. That's crazy. That is wild.
But this game, Poch went, yeah, I'm going to go there and try. I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'm going to a very defensive formation. Why? Why? Why would you go there with a defensive formation? We can't defend. He's literally 2 away from equaling Frank Lampard's first season record of conceding 54 league goals. We conceded 52. 52 league goals. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with defence. So I'm going to Thiago Silva and I'm going to move Disasi to right back because that's worked so well this season. Yeah. I'm not going to play the kid like Gilchrist who has played right back this season. I'm not going to do that. You know what I mean? I'm not going to do that. Well, what's the point? I'm going to bring Thiago Silva and I'm going to have a new centre back pairing this season of Thiago Silva and Jalaba who haven't played together this season. So I'm going to definitely do that. And then what I'm going to do is then I'll play. I don't know what I'm going to play Gallagher on the wing. That's great. So we scam a 1-0 win. 1-0 lead. Good goal from Thiago Silva from the corner. Very good. They equalise. People are blaming the goalkeeper. Fine, but I think he's anticipating it going.
It's poor goalkeeping, but yeah.
The guy sweated it across and he just mishit it and it went in. I don't even know who scored.
And then did he miss it? I thought he actually meant it. I don't
know. I don't know anymore. Yeah. And then we scam a 2-1 lead, right? Madueke, good goal. So what does Poch do? 70th minute. Takes off Palmer. Yeah. No injury whatsoever. Takes off Palmer. And then takes off Madueke. The guy just scored and he's in confidence mode. So for me, we scammed a 2-1 lead, and from the 70th minute onwards, he was playing for a 2-1 win. That's what he's playing for. Because when he took Palmer and Madueke off, he brought Mudryk on, fine. He then put Gallagher to the right wing. So he's played both wings. We had no outlet. What we had is he asked these players to defend a 2-1 lead for 25 minutes and have Nicholas Jackson as an outlet against 5 players up there by himself. Yeah, and then the genius. We have 5 minutes of injury time. So the 92nd minute, 1 on a free kick and a set piece. And the golden rule is you never make subs when there's a corner or a free kick. You don't do it.
You defend him one. Yeah. That's common sense.
So he brings on 2 cold players. He takes Cucurella off at left back. He brings Badashile on. And there's a line of 8 players in a row. There's no defensive structure. And they score. They score. And he comes out after the game and goes, oh, some players were tired and stuff like that. What? Who was tired? Why would they be tired? Surely you're not doing full training sessions. Surely you're not doing full training sessions less than 3 days apart. That's the only reason they could be tired. But then, why would you say tiredness when now you've got 8 days to the next game? Surely then you give them a couple of days rest. Then give them a couple of days off.
Yeah.
Don't do the tiredness. Oh yeah, no, I'm 52 years old now, and I don't know. So I haven't been able to distinguish roles for these players. What? What type of role these players are? So you mean for the majority of the season, when you've had once a week games, you haven't been established a style of play, a set formation, and everyone goes, "Oh yeah, but injuries." But I'm sorry, these injuries are long-term injuries. He's had enough time without these players. I'm not even counting Cuckoo. He's hardly been featured. I'm not even counting Cuckoo. I can't count Labia. Can't count Fafana.
Yeah,
Can't count
seen
Reece.
this.
They've been out for long term. So, and I'll say this right now, as a collective, we stink as a team. We survive on individual brilliance. We're like you, but in blue. That's all we are.
Hey, I wish we had some individual brilliance.
Well, no, what I'm saying is we've got individual brilliance.
I didn't even know what you said, but sure, just.
We've got individual brilliance. We've got individual brilliance. You've got shit. You've got the shit house regime.
That's what it is.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. We have. I don't know how. I'll talk
together,
about it.
Together, we'd make a decent fourth place team.
Absolutely. Like absolutely. Yeah.
But honestly, it comes out again with all this horse shit. About tired players. I don't know the roles and stuff. It's like,
what are you doing?
I agree. As a collective, this team stinks, but that's on the manager. It's on the manager, and I didn't think I'm done with him, as everyone knows. But I didn't think he could literally. I didn't think I'd be sitting there saying new stuff about him this season. Do you know what I mean? What he's done, and what he's done is gone. Hey, everyone, just to let you know, this is how bad I am. I've been able to do this, and I will say this.
So bad.
By the way, the players celebrated on Thursday. You definitely know the players like him. You definitely know the players like him, right? As a collective, and that's a problem because there's no one in there. Because I truly believe they are following his instructions to the letter, right?
Yeah.
Of how they're playing. You can tell, but there's no one in there brave enough to stand or collection to stand up and go, "No, we're not doing this anymore." And
before you carry on, hey, Stephanie G, where's Peter G? Tell him I need words. I don't like this question. Tell him how you out here wilding. Hey, Jez, how about you shut up, mate? No one asked you.
I was wondering too, like who?
Yeah. Show you what. Hey, where's Peter G? Hey, Peter G. Hey, come talk to Stephanie G.
We have this. We do this. Remember Flawless. Remember the late 90s when Liverpool had Julio and they had Roy Evans as joint managers? We'd have Frank and Ollie as joint managers. What Ten Hag and Poch as joint managers?
Ollie gonna Lampard. Oh my lord!
No, but listen. This is the madness of this league. I know we dropped points, but they're still in a chance to finish in a European spot. And it's just my point is like everyone goes, we got 2 games in hand. And one of them's Arsenal, which I don't fear. The other one's Spurs. And I don't care what state we're in. We own Spurs. So it doesn't matter what state they're in and we're in. But I wanted it to be like a factor of those games don't matter. So when it gets them, it's not, we don't have to win or anything like that. But it's like, I don't know what to... I didn't think, like I said, I didn't think I was mad. I wasn't mad the last few weeks. And yesterday I was really mad.
He was pissed.
Because it was like, it was a new, I couldn't now it's the old Chelsea do all the things that Chelsea another embarrassing performance. That's a regular now. The new thing to be when they play well. That's the aberration. When they play well. But they didn't even get my minimum points total for the last 3 games. I demanded 7 points from the last 3 games, right?
Yeah.
Your game, the game against you, was the one I say we dropped points in because of our recent record against you. But you're the one where we got the full 3 points. We dropped points against 10-man Burnley and against the shittest club in the league. We got 5 points. 5 points. 5 points against this. That's mad. And like I said, honestly, I don't know.
Now, because I actually want, because we talk about the possibility of Europe though, and like basically, because everything I heard is data, this data, that data, we should be top 4 and all that. And I think yesterday's stream when you were on Cushley, you were talking about it actually, and in the sense of how they view everything data, and technically you haven't lost a game since the Liverpool game, which is obviously a positive in data.
That's crazy.
And if you get Europe, through the league. Do you think he's going to stay though?
Oh,
you could possibly be 8th, I think, this season.
Yeah,
Possibly.
there's a possibility of that. But there was this thing today as well about him coming. See that clip of him in that interview?
Now, go on. What did he say? Because people in the chat. Don't worry, I get to the questions in the chat as well. People, of course,
it's super chat. I don't know if Warrior G's in the thing or anything like that. But there's like an interview, an abbreviation where he like some part where he doesn't believe in like a style of play and stuff like that. it was like, what do you mean?
What are you
What
talking
do you mean
about?
you don't believe in a style of play? What? It's not freestyle football. We're not even doing freestyle football. I don't even know what we're doing. It's like, honestly, just a random bunch of nonsense. That's what it is. This guy's worse than Frank Lampard.
That's crazy. That is crazy. Worse than
because of my expectations, because of his previous work. He's worse. He's just. I've been watching Chelsea a very long time. He's the worst manager I've ever. This is even pre-Roman stuff like that. Worse. He's just rubbish. He's just rubbish. I can't. I'm not angry enough to swear. It's just you know when you look at someone and you go,
"It's acceptance."
You're just rubbish.
Yeah. You know what? You're just rubbish. You know what that is? That's exactly how we look at this guy. You're spot on here. Spot on.
By the way, can I just say the two girls below us are looking 16 out of 10s today, both of them.
I big up the panel. I told as for exactly how I look at that dickhead. You're just rubbish. Rubbish, Ryan.
I told her she looks 16 out of 10. She told me to fuck off.
That being said, people, 16 out of 10 merch will be available by this week. Worst case scenario, pre-orders. But yes, I will be sorting out the website. I've already sorted out the design. So yeah, it's just a question of sorting out the website, and 16 out of 10 merch will be available. I've got 2 designs for it. I've got 16 out of 10 as writing, and then I've got 16/10. And it will be at the great price of £16.10, people. And if you are a current member of the channel, shout out to Ram, you will get 16% off. Hey, there you go, people.
There we go.
There you go.
There you go. So like Warrior J sent me like a thing yesterday about like someone tweeted the stats. They had more XG, they won more draws, they created more big chances. That is just. We're talking about the worst team in the league. It's
like I get it if you struggle to break them down or something like that. But everybody gets.
They didn't even play low block, Jess. They did none of this breaking down. They didn't play low block. The Burnley game and this game, both teams, Burnley with 10 men, didn't play a low block. This wasn't struggling to break them down. They did not play a low block. So you can't even they can't even go. They had better chances. We had 6 shots.
This is what I mean, because I remember our game against Sheffield at our Crown. These dudes were parking the bus to the end of the to the end of the game, regardless if they scored or not. And I was like, you know what, we struggled because we struggled to break them down. Sheffield actually went on and said, "Fuck it, let's play football."
Yeah,
let's play football. Let's say, "Fuck it."
By the way, this is the same as the first game. We did struggle to break down the first game. We actually was low, and then we won 2-0 at the end. But this was just, honestly, we were scamming a 2-1 win. And he does those subs. I know. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take my best player off. Why? Is he injured? No. He might be tired. He's got 8 days to go to the next game, surely. Keep him on. He plays well with Carney and stuff like that. I'm going to sub Madueke. Why? He's just scored his confidence high. I just like to do those sort of things. Doesn't make any sense, but I'll take my 2 best players off. I'll bring Carney on, who's actually played well with Palmer and Madueke, but I won't give him any proper outlet. I'll put Gallagher on the wings. No, by the way, I am not dissing Gallagher at all. His performance yesterday is totally on Poch. Sticking him out on the wings, no one's asking him, hey, by the way, why the fuck? Sorry for swearing. Why the
Don't
fuck?
have to apologise.
Why the fuck would you put Gallagher on the wings?
Yeah,
Hey, do you know what? Ten Hag. Why the hell did you put Kobe Mino? I'm not saying they're the same player. Why did you put Kobe Mino on the wings?
I know the wing. Yeah. I didn't complain.
I needed I needed him to defend. You know the problem with that? Their first goal comes from Gallagher's side, and they go past him, and he doesn't track back. And I'm not saying the goal was entirely his fault. It wasn't, but he was in there, and he played another 90 minutes again. Why? So basically, you start us off playing with 10 men because Gallagher's ineffective on the wing. And it's like, I know, you're not doing what the left wing going to try on the right wing. Why? He's not a wing player. He's not. I don't even know he's a player. He's not a wing player to begin with. Oh, it's fine. Oh, we'll come up with all this bullshit about them being tired. What? What do you mean they're tired? Because Sheffield United playing on the same night away at Anfield, running after the ball loads of those times, aren't more tired than our guys. Yes, sir. Our guys were home, they were away at Anfield. Like they're not going to be more tired than us. Shut your face. You got out-coached by Chris Wilder. This Chris Wilder, not overlapping centre backs, Chris Wilder. This Chris Wilder. You are officially the worst coach in the league. You got out-coached by Chris Wilder.
Chris Wilder, you know.
Chris Wilder is a wrestling name. That's the wrestling
Chris Wilder
name.
is a wrestling name.
Chris Wilder.
You should have seen when this. You should have seen him when he with the equalizer for when he was running through to the side. Like I swear, Chelsea's probably the first team where I've seen Chris Wilder actually able to do that, where he's actually be able to run past the coaching zone and no one celebrate with the fans and shit. Because every time when I see him do that, his ass is always getting beaten by all the teams at the end. Chelsea's probably the first team that allowed him to go and do the celebrations. So I'm like, oh man, bro, like you're out here looking tired, bro. Go relax. Bro.
It's the fact that this guy, at some part during the game today, they had a picture of Poch in conversation with one of his assistants. I'm thinking, did you really expect something different from this bold plan of yours to play this different formation and Gallagher on the wing? You know,
Gallagher on the wing sent me on that.
I'll put my best player in a number 10. He doesn't like to play number 10. He likes to play on the right and cut in. He's just got a hat trick. On Thursday. I'm going to change everything. They're on a high. I'm going to fucking change everything. Not that I was forced to. I'm going to do it because I wanted to. Because I'm such a coward. I'm going to go to the bottom place team and try and play counter-attack or defensive football. Against Sheffield United. Yeah, Burnley capped them 5-0 a month ago. Burnley capped them 5-0.
Burnley beat them 5-0. Burnley. I forgot about that result too. You mentioned they've conceded 80 goals this season.
80 goals.
No, it's not even the 80 goals. It's the fact that you conceded 2 goals to them, which is funny. Like, again,
we beat Sheffield United and we woeful. And even we managed to go there and win 2-1.
It's crazy. Like, go and just hold on for a win, and even if the games stink, you can be like, you know what? At least you get your 3 points. You closer to Europe and shit like that. I don't know. Like, it's smart, but playing devil's advocate though. Did you think he did all the adjustments because he thought Sheffield United ain't it?
I don't know that. I can't give you a logical reason for it. I can't give you a logical reason why he changed everything. There is no logical reason. He cannot come out to me and go, oh yeah, I saw them play at Anfield and they played well for like 60 minutes. They were 1-0 up. Who cares? Who cares? We're playing Burnley. They conceded 80 goals. Just go there and score, even if they can score. Okay, we can see 2. Go score 4.
Yeah.
Go score 4. Go score 5. We're on a high.
Some goals, man. Go get some goals.
There was no injuries. No new injuries. Gusto had an illness or something. Okay. Fine. We'll play the shaven head kid at right back. Gilchrist. You know what I mean?
Gilchrist, yeah, because Warrior J said there Chelsea are the first team in the league to go to Sheffield United and not have 10 or more attempts on the goal. That's from Jacobs Ben. Andy says, Surfer, that same substitution he made against City and conceded, is he too pragmatic?
No, he's a coward.
Oh, he's just
he's a coward. He proved it. He proved it in the City game from 70 minutes onwards, going to a back 3. And he put Chalobah on. and stuff like that. I don't mind him doing it. I don't actually mind him doing it, but he did it too early. He did it in the cup final. He did it in the cup final. And when he told us to play, they said the players felt that they could play for penalties. Bullshit! You did, you coward. And he played for penalties in the extra time. And I think even at home to United, when we were 3-2 on, he brought Gilchrist and Chalobah on as two of his subs.
Yeah, that was crazy. Yeah,
and I was like, are you playing for a 3-2 defense? Are you doing a Conte? Are you playing for a defeat?
I was saying, like, this is ridiculous. Oh goodness, like you could
this, man. I was not even stressed this much under Frank Lampard twice and Potter, because defensively we were fine. We didn't score a lot, but defensively we were much better under Potter. We didn't win a lot, but we were much better under Potter. We only conceded 40 something goals.
I think you were in the 40s.
We're in line to concede more than 60 goals this season.
That's crazy.
We're already on 52. 52. We've conceded a goal a week in the calendar year. That's what we've done. every week we conceded a goal. I swear now. And I wish there was a sliding doors moment where Jez will understand where Soldado didn't get injured for Tottenham.
Yeah.
Because you would have never put Harry Kane in the first team, and you would never have a career without Harry Kane. This guy owes Harry Kane frigging his career. The only reason he got this job is because of Harry Kane. I'm convinced now. It's because of Harry Kane. This guy's got a job.
And he just keeps chatting. He says, "This is at 52 years old. You identify really quick whether the team is ready to compete or not. Maybe this group is not mature enough to compete in a game in every 3 days."
Mate.
Okay, here's this.
Go on, sir.
We've only done 3 days in 2 stints. That was at the start of the year and this recently. We played in the League Cup, sometimes the early rounds, but that was once every 4 or 5 weeks. We played once a week for most of the season. Mm-hmm. We played once a week. And he says it, identify really quick whether the team is ready to compete.
You know what the team is?
What do you mean?
Yeah. You just try to get some real. Nobody's asking you to compete for a league title. Not even for top 4 at this stage.
I'm asking you to compete against Sheffield United. You didn't compete against Sheffield United.
What do you mean?
He's really saying to me,
United 10-man Burnley. Yeah, it's crazy.
I couldn't identify whether these guys were ready to compete against Sheffield United. Shut up.
He is. Like Joel even saying Poch literally signed up to make this young squad competitive, so he's lying.
Yeah. He is. That was the whole remit. He lied. We established this. Fair enough. Because I'm doing it recently on some of the interviews I'm going through. You know what I mean?
Hey, man, it's only right. Oh yeah. I've done that many a time. Oh, you have to bullshit your way through. And they're like,
because no one checks. Ironically, football is the one thing you could possibly check. But in other life, they don't really. No one motherfuckers.
Really hey, you know it says I got on my my GCSE maths at school. See, come on now. You don't know that ain't the case. You don't know that's far from the case. I don't check nothing. What are we talking about here?
Yeah.
What are we talking about
here? You gotta be in IT. Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Sure, definitely, man.
Because I'm really signing up for a real IT job, aren't I? No. Do I know how to do Microsoft Word, Excel, and Outlook? You're basic. This is the thing. He is a loser. He's just a born loser, this guy. Honest to God, the Spurs job is the best thing that ever happened to this guy.
Yes.
The Spurs and Harry Kane are the one thing I just, honestly, I'd love to live in a world. I wish I could have a machine that says what
universe. What if?
And I could put in, what if Soldado hadn't got injured for Spurs? You know what I mean?
Which is a crazy part because remember, even the season, because you guys discussed it yesterday too, but even the season when we made the Champions League final, like
that league season was crap.
That whole, like the first part of the season was okay, we struggled, but it was kind of odd. It's the second part of the season where we stunk out the place, bro.
Yeah,
I don't think we had a away win throughout the whole calendar year under him. And
sorry, man, using the 16 out of 10 bar in the chats made me laugh. Yo, Paul, you're at Egypt, so we got to carry on.
This is crazy. I mean, shit, like his tactics are 16 out of 10, but now it's just. I think, and then when you look at our you look at our Champions League run. We beat Dortmund comfortably. Kane doing his thing as well. Kane gets injured. Then for the rest of the Champions League, all the way to the final, those weren't tactics. Those was fucking give it to someone of our better players and do something.
Yeah.
When you actually go look at it, Son was going crazy. Ericsson was going crazy. Lucas Moura's got a historical hat trick in the semi-final. Like, you see me these type of things, and so even in that season, forget even like the Champions League final actually shadowed a lot of how bad the actual season was. Actually, and we ended up still getting fourth. Kind of tells you how bad the top four Barcelona has been for years. Yeah. But this guy have never been, and I said this before he came to Chelsea, that he's not necessarily the best tactical manager out there. And
I've seen it. I've had 8 months.
It's no surprise that because Palmer clearly outshined everyone in terms of just the individual brilliance. And I said already, like the guy relies on players being. He doesn't need to necessarily improve those players, but necessarily their own qualities within the system kind of comes out. Yeah. So they do their things. Like that's why you saw Ericsson. The guy's just quality without Poch. Same with Son. Same with Kane. Same with Ali for the 2.5 years seasons. Dembele 2-1. Like they didn't need it like that much improvement from him from his coaching. All they needed to do is them staying fit. This was all important for the system.
But I'm convinced we're 9th in spite of him.
Yeah.
I'm convinced we're 9th in spite of him. Because collectively, as a team, we stink. But I've seen the players that are even over-criticised have partial brilliance during this season. I think we're 9th in spite of him. I think with a competent coach, I don't care when we'd definitely be around the European, more solidified around the European place.
Definitely top 6. I think definitely top 6.
And also, let me just say this right now. This man should never get a job again after Lionel Messi had his worst statistical season in his first season in France, right? Not like in the Liga, still in France. His first season at PSG under Poch was his worst goal-scoring GNA season ever in his career. And he also played him at DM and wing-back part of the season.
That is crazy.
The video that Warrior sent me in with Poch speaking, somebody in the comments said that's Frank Lampard with a barbecue.
Bell says, ever since I saw Chilwell at left wing earlier this season, I knew we were finished. I just still can't get over Gallagher at left wing. Like I thought when Lewis first said it on his live stream, I didn't watch the game live. Like he would just he got put there towards the end of the game, but it's like no, he started there. And then he even made that mistake worse by switching him wings. It is mad.
Yeah, didn't put him in the middle. Switch. I know.
You know.
You've been so great on the left wing, and to put you right wing.
Right wing. And Warrior J says, I've heard there are a few people who are involved in the process of hiring a manager and recruitment who are trying to distance themselves from the Pochettino appointment, meaning they are trying to be like, hey, it wasn't my idea. And that's from at the byline __. How true that is. You don't know.
That is if that's Winstanley and Stewart, they're the ones who vetted him for 2 months.
Okay.
And put him up.
You gotta own it. You can't be like it was my idea. No. You gotta own it.
With the owners hiding. That was yours.
Yeah.
The owners were just meeting him. The owners were just meeting him and just rubber stamping it. They relied on you to do the vetting, which is your job, to do the vetting process of hiring a manager. And you spent 2 months on Poch, going around saying, yeah, we're going to do this, this, and this. Him saying yes and smiling and doing all that. Yeah, well, I'll do that, no problem.
Yeah, carry on.
And he's catfished us. He's catfished us. That's what he's done. He's catfished us. That's what he's done. He's catfished everyone to his credit, and he's got a job because he wasn't linked to anyone else. Well, maybe back to Spurs, but I never really thought he was going to go back.
But even though our fans wanted him back, I was like, as a last resort, I'd take him back. I didn't. He wasn't one of my first options, or second, third, fifth, even. But Levy said, "Fuck it, you're not coming back at any cost." Maybe Levy knew that this guy kind of at the end.
Credit if he did, because this guy.
I don't know, but he visibly refused because even the fans he reacted when the fans were asking for Conte. I remember even him reacting when part of the fan base wanted Jose. So he got those 2 managers. Isn't like the fans can't influence certain things. But with the Poch one, when everybody was asking for it, you would think, it makes sense, leave PR and all that nonsense. And he said, no, I'm not going with the usual route. We tried Nagelsmann, something happened, then we just left the negotiations. We tried Slot, he resigned at Feyenoord, and then out of nowhere, he went to Celtic and got Ange, which is weird. It's just random, but credit to him, he got it right.
But this guy's 52 years old, right? So he's not that old when it comes to manager. He should be talked about in around this crop of managers that people are trying to hire, right? He should be probably at the end of that, you know what I mean? The leader of that. He's not. He's not. I think Ange is 62, so he's like 10 years older than him. Ange is more adapted and developed as a coach than Pochettino is. Pochettino is trying to bring 2019 tactics to 2024.
Oh, he's 58.
Right, okay, so he's even so, but Ange is more adaptable and evolved than Poch is. And it's just, no matter what happens this season, he does not deserve to stay. That's the thing. And I hope they are looking at others and stuff like that. But honestly, he doesn't. His comments are like, you're basically saying you don't know what you're doing.
He spoke on this earlier. Steve Surfer did. Surfer, did you see that video of Poch?
I did. Yeah, tactics, formations, and style of play. Not important. Not important. So if it's not important, why are you hired then? Why are you in the job? Why not just pick some random local out to do your job? Why not do that if it's not important? This season should have shown you how important it is. When some of the players, some of the coaches that no one knows or they didn't rate before, every single one of them is our coach. Michael Carrick outcoached you for one game. And they had 14 injuries. He literally said, we knew you were going to play Colwell at left back and we targeted him. And they did. Chris Wilder's just outcoached you. I didn't think I had Chris Wilder down as one of the worst coaches. Ten Hag has effectively outcoached you for about a game and a half. Craig Bellamy outcoached you. So it's like we talk about Gary O'Neill, the coach at Bournemouth, stuff like that. I'll tell you right now, Gary O'Neill, if someone offered me Gary O'Neill for the last 6 weeks of the league season, I'd just take him. I'll take him. He's a farmer.
I believe he said formation and tactics and a style of play is not important. You just, I thought my manager saying that we trying to play possession on the front foot of football was taking liberties, and Poch said, "Hold my bay." I'm telling you
right now, it's like these two get together before every match week and go, "What are you going to say?"
What are you going to say? Yeah.
I'm going to say yes. These clubs. I swear, Poch is wearing a wig because these two just might be bald. You know what I mean? I sit there and go, the only difference is Man United can shit house. That's the only difference between these two teams. That's what it is. Because I don't know, I can't see the difference. That's it. If we could shit house more, we'd be up where you are. That's the only
you won't be 7 or 6 maybe or whatever. Like, I mean, shit. To me, you have shit house. This is the only part. You have probably shit house a couple of draws this season.
No, I mean wins. I mean the credit. Yeah, I know. The one thing that Man United have is no matter what, they can go on like a 4 or 5 game winning streak in the league. I mean, Ten Hag won Manager of the Month this season. He's won the Manager of the Month award. How? Because they went on a run before, like in December, winning 4 games or 5 games.
Because we were the informed team in the league.
4 wins.
And then you won 5. You won 5, but you played shit in every single one of them.
How do you do that? I thought Maguire was player of the month.
Maguire, he was a prime example of shithousery. It was outrageous that point. Victor's in the building as well, people. Yeah, go on, Jess. Say what you're gonna say.
That run is the reason why you still even in and around the areas that you are currently. You would be chatting with Fulham right now, probably before that run. Because oh my days, that run was crazy. Because I was watching these games like, how the fuck did these dudes really just won this game? And McTominay with Loki, that right there. If Ten Hag stays manager next season, he might give him a Tottenham contract because of that run. It's like, this is crazy. Like, oh my days, man. And McQuire won McQuire won Player of the Month. Crazy.
Hey, before we continue, you lot over 30 people locked in. Make sure you run up the likes because I don't even think we're at 30 likes. Like check 1212. No, we're only at 26 likes. Let's run up those likes. Hit that like button immediately. Please make sure you share across all the socials at That's Me Flawless, at Sarcasm City TV, Twitter, X, Instagram, retweet, like, share, do all that. And of course, just as important, subscribe to the channel, Sarcasm City TV as well. Hit the notification bell because we are now in double figures away from 11k people. So there will be an 11k party when we reach 11k at some point this month. We are currently 81 away. So just get one more subscriber I'm asking for. Get us to 10,920. That's all I am indeed asking for. Big up to everyone in the chat. Don't worry, I get to the better questions as well. Big up to Meta Football TV. But if you want to make sure your questions read out, feel super chat people, and that's the surefire way to make sure. But Victor's here. He asked for the link, so that was like, I want to hear what he's got to say. Floor's yours, Victor. Talk to us.
Pochettino said a lot of big players look tired. We still struggle to compete against these types of teams. You've been here for 8 months, and you're telling me you can't coach a low block against a 20th place Sheffield United team who didn't even play a low block. He basically tried. He tried to get himself out of jail by saying something so stupid, and then still look like a fool. He tried to be so smart. You know, they tried to go and trying to lie to her, trying to sweet talk her into thinking, oh, you're all good and stuff. He did that and still look stupid in front of millions of people.
Hey, you know what? That being said, speaking of talking to Gal and looking stupid,
By the way, can I just say the two girls below us are looking 16 out of 10s today, both of them.
I big up the panel. I thought as you were.
People that's Pochettino in a video. If I could put a video, put a journalist. That's Pochettino.
I want a journalist. Every time Pochettino gives one of these quotes to play that cricket sound after he gives it. Like that.
Do you know what? I wanted to ask him if he actually believes the shit he's saying. I don't think he does. I don't think he does.
Well, you should see our reporters when they go after Ancha asking about the Champions League question literally every week, and Ancha has to answer the same question. He basically told the reporter, and last time they asked, like, you pretty much fuck off. I kept telling you that we don't need necessarily Champions League and that, but bro, like, I don't know what's up with your reporters. Maybe because there's too much in the payroll, but I don't want to question them at any level, sort of thing, authority. Like Ange be beefing like the reporters in our press conference at times. Like, it's crazy. Like,
no, you know what?
Here's the thing. This manager is not worth you keeping your relationships with a club. If you're a Chelsea, if you're reporting on Chelsea, just ask him simple questions. Listen, why did you change a lot of things from the Man United game? Why did you go to a formation that we've hardly played? Why are you playing your son on the right wing and the left wing during the game? You know what I mean? Why are you moving your best player from one position to the other? Why are you bringing the centre back in that you've discarded 6 weeks ago? Why is he being brought in? Why are you playing Disassi at right back when you've got Gilchrist who can play right back? Why? Just go like this. I'm not going to ask these questions separately. We've got a list, Jericho style. I'm going to read it off to you like that, and I want you to answer each one. And I'm going to ask you again and again and again until it stops, until you answer them. And I'm not even going to ask you follow up. I'm going to take your first answer, and I'm going to judge the bullshit you come out with and deflection you come out with. I'm 52. Like 52 years old, I should be. I'm not 52 years old, and I can tell where people are supposed to be playing. I'm not, and I haven't got UEFA coaching licenses. You know what I mean? I can tell where people are supposed to play. Well, how can I tell that and you can't?
This is crazy. I said the process. This is Pot. She says the process always takes time. It's not a magic thing. Your mistake is magic, but we'll get to that. It's a project, a 3 or 5 year process to build a team. So you have to wait.
It only 3 or 5 years to beat Sheffield United away. You don't need a process to beat 10 men Burnley at home.
Let me scrub this right here. Let me scrub this right here. Okay. Let me ask you, how long is Ange been in the job for? Is it 3 to 5 years he's been in the job for? Just over 3 to 5 months he's been in the job for. That's what he's been. Unai Emery, how long's Unai Emery been in the job?
That's facts. And they're gonna get from relegation battle into Europe.
Let me see, Gary Neal, how long has he been in the job for? I think he only took the job 3 to 5 days before the league started, let alone 3 to 5 months.
He did that in the pre-season.
Who's the? I don't even know. I keep forgetting the Bournemouth manager's name. No one knew who he was. How long did he take? How long did he take? I just want to know how long. 3 to 5 years. 3 to 5 years. That's how long your jail sentence should be for your performance this year. 3 to 5 years, and you shouldn't get out until the 5th year. You are a disgrace. 3 to 5 years.
Eddie Howe took a Newcastle seat from 20th to 4th in a year with just 3 signings. So what's your excuse?
Hey, mental football, man. I can't believe it.
He spent like 300 million. Eddie Howe just made 3 signings and took it from 20th to 4th in a year.
They finished Champions League. Yeah.
And it's not off Chelsea. But right now, like, this
what the hell? He never spent, bro. I bet he barely spent 200 mil.
I'm saying,
What the fuck is your excuse?
See, what's he going to do by year 5, like, what is the plan to compete for a title or actually win it?
Probably compete.
By year 5 means win everything.
This is year 1.
He's put 3 to 5 years just to build a team. He's not even said to compete. He's just to build a team.
Build a team.
Build a team to just it's to build a team to compete in 3 to 5 years.
Oh, they missed that bit. They missed that bit.
He made 5 signings. He had pre-season. He had 2 windows, and still wants to build a team.
He's had once a week football for like 6 months a year.
Decent group of players already there. Like, I'm sorry, but like nobody was. People had us finishing 13th at the start of the season. I had some people said we're gonna get relegated. They were actually. You could actually bet on Tottenham getting relegated, and the bets were those bets were actually quite decent. That's how bad it was in the summer. And you want to tell me you need just 3 years to just do what? Just to build a team and get into Champions League. That's what I'm trying to say. Like this guy. I'm saying like Chelsea getting Europe might be the worst thing possible this season because team
this guy takes no responsibility. I mean, he would leave his car keys in his car and the car would get nicked, and he felt, well, I just felt like doing it for today. That was all. You know what I mean? I don't know. I didn't think anyone would steal it, and with the door open, I think I could trust people. What the fuck?
Oh man.
Oh yeah. Oh, sorry. It's the excuse, isn't it? Oh, sorry. We'll try again later or something like that. It's honestly, you asked. This is what I'm saying about this guy. This guy's such a loser. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's got a loser mentality, and I don't even blame Spurs for that. He is a loser. That's what he is. He's a born loser. Yeah. Any responsibility, anything over that? No. He shies away from it, and I expected so much more from this guy. I mean, I got a question whether he's Argentinian now as well, because I don't think a real Argentinian would do that. You don't see Simeone doing that. Simeone, when he scores, grabs his balls, pause, to the other ground and says like that. Big baller. That's Simeone for you. This guy, you know what this guy, Jez? This guy was born going over the border to Argentina. That's why he's Argentinian like that. He was born going over the border. I don't know where the border, if it's Bolivia or something like that, or Peru or something like that. My geography's not that good. He was born going over the border to Argentina. That's why his nan's Argentinian, probably. That's why he's Argentinian. I mean, they call him the La Llorona.
I don't know, like this is the bad thing. Like
he's a Cody crybaby. That's what he is.
People say this is Spurs mentality. That you could go mid-table in the championship, and no manager's going to say the things that Poch says. It's not a Tottenham thing that he developed. The guy is just this is character in general. That's his character.
Oh, the Luton manager's not saying this shit. You know what I mean? It's like
that's fine.
Vincent Company's not saying this shit.
The Luton manager loses like every week, nearly. Like you know what I'm saying?
The Sheffield United manager normally loses every week.
Poch is born in the Falklands. He's right. Metaphor would tell it. He's born in the Falklands. That's why Poch is saying this. Loser. I tell you
Never
right.
hit.
This guy would get sacked right away from Football Manager if he played it. Man. And I'm telling you right now, that's how rubbish this guy is. He gets sacked on career mode. He gets sacked on FIFA career mode. This guy, he's rubbish.
Oh my god, getting sacked on FIFA career mode is crazy.
Every other manager gets sacked for those quotes. Any other manager in the world.
Yeah, it's crazy. And he says, Surfer with the fixtures remaining: Brighton, Everton, Arsenal, Villa, Spurs, West Ham, Forest, Bournemouth. How many points could you finish and what position? Let me actually pull up in regards to your fixture list where those games are played as well, because obviously that does play a factor. So you're currently
the Tottenham game is after the Arsenal game
in hand. So yeah, you do play obviously Everton at home next week, Monday. Stupid question to ask you, like, if you're confident, but would you reckon you'll win?
We're losing 1-0.
I don't know. It depends if the players are tired after an 8-day rest.
All right, forget points. What position do you man think you would finish in the league? That's what I'll ask.
10th.
Anywhere from 9th to 10th.
So 9th, 10th. All right, first.
I honestly don't know. I expect, like I said, I expected 7 points in the 3 games. I got 5, so I don't know. I really don't. Everton just got another 2 points deducted today. Calvert-Lewin just scored. They just won for the first time in like 13 or something, or first time this year or something like that.
Yeah. So because like 11 or 12 games. Yeah.
So it's at home, which is a bonus, I presume. I suppose, because our record at Goodison Park, even under our best days, is absolutely woeful. That's the only plus. That's the only plus thing. I really don't know. I can't predict this guy because, like I said, I know. Don't tell me to predict our results when this guy's coming out with this formation and we're putting the players where he did yesterday. I have no fucking idea. You know what I mean? I just don't know. Don't ask me a prediction. It's not being cowardly. Logic dictates we should win. We've got a really good record against them at home. But this guy, I couldn't tell you.
Yes,
I really
crazy.
couldn't tell you.
And there will be a watch along for it on the playback, people. Big up to Steve for the super chat as well. Says the guy with a 2-year contract, 1 year left after this season, wants a 3 to 5 year project. That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
I didn't even realize that.
Yeah, that's the irony of it.
It's 3 to 5 system for the team, and you got a 2-year deal.
It's 2 + 1, but the 1's an option. Not even like solidified in. He's basically got a 2-year contract.
What if that was his pitch? Like, because obviously they're going to be an end of the season review. There's going to, unless he's getting sacked, they're going to be an end of the season review, and it's like, you know what, you did progress. We were 12th. No, we finished 9th, or we made the Carabao Cup final, lost just before penalties. Be an FA semi-final was Manchester City. So if we lose. It's Manchester City, and you clearly need more time with more players, maybe because you think you need 3 to 5 years to build a team. Like I said, that's what I'm saying. Like, if Chelsea fans need to riot if he stays in the job. Anyhow, like, even if he wins the trophy at the end of the season, like, the guy is still need to leave. Like, it doesn't matter at this stage.
If he's here next season, I'm officially a Palace fan full time.
You're a who fan? You say
Palace. Full time. I'm joining Armand. If he's here next season, that's what I'm done.
You join Armand.
I'm joining Armand. I can't do this for another year.
To be fair, their atmosphere is actually crazy at the Palace Stadium.
Recently, the atmosphere is cold.
Yeah, that chat is fire. The Palace. That's the way we like it.
The Palace atmosphere is crazy, man. I love it.
It's crazy.
Steve, big up for the super chat as well. You lot continue to put questions in. Moving on from Chelsea, I have to talk about Manchester United, unfortunately. Obviously, got the Man of United podcast. We'll be talking about it in full, more so the rest of the gang.
You know your game? I hate this narrative. I'm saying Liverpool bottled that game, not Man United. Liverpool bottled that game.
I agree with that. Troop said the same thing, and that's what I agree with. Because the reason why I don't like when people call Manchester United players bottlers, that's not because I'm defending the players, because that makes out like the skill level is there and it's just a mentality issue. Do we lack it? Do we lack mental attributes? Yes. But do we also lack technical attributes? Yes. Do we also lack physical attributes? Yes. Give our team the full credit it deserves for being bad. Don't give this man a way out. Let's not act like just the technical ability is there and the mental attributes are all there. And when I say mental attributes, I'm talking about like determination, the aggression, etc., things like that, influence, like those type of things, teamwork, work rate. That's all mental attributes. We lack those things. Let's not say like that the quality is there. No, these man lack everything. He's lack on everything. Yeah. I agree, Ryan. I've seen people say United bottled it. Ryan, we actually agree on something. And that's where I'm at with Manchester United. That's why I don't like the term bottle when it comes to us, because it gives our players a way out. And these men deserve full criticism. There's only a few things that are actually good from that game. One, the result. As I said before the game, don't lose. It was a question of spoiling the party for Liverpool. Spoil the party. If there's a party in real life, we weren't going to the party to enjoy ourselves. We weren't going to chat to no girl. We wasn't going to drink. We wasn't going to dance. We was there to make sure the party got locked off. We was there to cause a ruckus. That's simply the only reason why we was there. We got the result. Kambawala was a bright spark. I thought he played well. I thought Kambawala played well. Other than Kambawala, I thought Dalot was decent. Onana actually had a good game. I do have to give him credit. I thought he played well. But other than that, nothing else that was good. It was such a horrendous performance. I didn't even throw. And we could have potentially cost Liverpool the league. And I was just that disgusted by the performance and how we played. And I've said it before and I have to say it again, there's a ways to lose football matches if you're playing a team that's better than you. I don't doubt that. Like, for instance, if we would have lost the FA Cup tie, I would have been like, you know what, you man could have done no more, to be honest. But I'll always forgive lack of skill, but I will never, ever forgive lack of will. And just not closing down and not running. And we started the game all right. The first big up Prime in the cut as well. The first 10 to 15 minutes, we was okay. And then we just rolled over. You know what I'm saying? Our captain, I don't know if he thought he was playing for his national team. And, well, your captain, he ain't my captain. So you lot's captain was out there. I don't know if he was playing for his national team because they also play in white and green. I don't know if he thought he was playing there. He thought it was an international game. He didn't realize it was Premier League. The amount of times he was giving the ball away and had the cheek, scored a banging goal. That's all he did. And you're shushing the crowd. How about you perform better? You say this all the time. And that's how he plays all the time. Ain't nothing new. There's nothing new. I already mentioned Onana. I thought Dalot was decent. Maguire. Wan-Bissaka, he gave away the penalty. Again, what I talk about with Manchester United, the two things, basics and decision making. Two things we are woeful at and two things that are unforgivable if you are at the top of your profession. Is doing the basics and decision making. Bear in mind, I'm not talking about going out and winning the game. I'm not talking about doing anything exceptional from a technical aspect. I'm saying go out there and apply yourself. As a word to Eddie, go out there and run laps. You might couldn't even do that. Go out there and close down. Go out there and make it uncomfortable for Liverpool. 0 shots in the first half. Hear me right, people. 0 shots in the first half. Not 0 shots on target. 0 shots overall in the entire game. There'll be a team who go to Liverpool or in the Championship or League One and they'll play away at Anfield and that won't happen to them. The gap between Liverpool and said team is much bigger, but we had 0 shots. In the first half, 0 shots in the first half.
Sounds like Chelsea against Sheffield United, to be fair. So.
You know what I'm saying? Another record broken by Ten Hag in regards to it. Casemiro he was actually doing what I'm talking about in terms of crashing into people. Could have done a little bit better on the ball, but he's crashing into people. Maino scored a bad boy goal. I think he was below par overall, but it's Maino. I'll give you a blight. Because you are the only shining light in this absolute shit windstorm that is Manchester United season. You are the only thing that is pretty much good. Bruno just went out there and Bruno'd and showed another pathetic display from all aspects. You know what I'm saying? We 1-0 down and you getting touched and going down and hitting the deck and rolling it. Yo, get up, man. You got a game to win. This is Liverpool. Hey, no, this is Liverpool. Like, get up and win the game. How about that? Get up and get us back into the game. Our attack. Reason why I've been critical of our attack. Rashford, why do people question your commitment? Because of games like that. Because of performances like that. Because there was a time in the first half early on and you crashed into someone. I was like, all right, that's how you show commitment. Then you disappeared. I remember you doing anything. I remember Garnacho not good enough. But I've already spoke on that. Like, Garnacho's not good enough and shouldn't be our go-to guy in this game. We're at home to big Liverpool, you know. And Garnacho is our go-to guy. Not an exceptional talent, just a decent player with a bright future at the very best. And he is the go-to. All the money we spent, and he is the go-to guy. I even think he's got 20 league goals in his career, like overall. And he's our go-to guy. I think he's just in double figures, probably. He's probably got like 8. I think he got like 5 last season or 6. Like, I'll have to check that. But I don't think he's got 20 league goals overall in his career. And he is the go-to guy at Manchester United. Same with Højlund. I don't think he's ever scored double figures in a top European league. Look who our go-to guys are. Look at what we're dealing with in attack, and people wonder why I'm so critical. And if Liverpool, and that's on Liverpool that game. And the thing is, I say this all the time as well. When you're playing teams who are better than you, the reason why you compete and make it as tough as possible, because if they have an off day, you can win the game. Guess what? Liverpool had an off day. Look at their finishing. They had an off day. And yet we could not capitalize. They had an off day against us in the FA Cup, and we took full advantage of that. This is why teams have beaten Liverpool. Every team that's beaten Liverpool this season, probably bar Arsenal, are not better than Liverpool. But you have to be there to take advantage. Same way with Arsenal. Didn't Arsenal lose to Fulham this season? Am I correct in saying that? It was Fulham, right?
Yeah, they lost to Fulham 2-1.
Yeah,
Fulham, yeah.
Fulham ain't better than Arsenal. But guess what? Fulham did stayed in the game, and Arsenal had an off day, and they beat them. Same way when teams beat Manchester City in the league. Like, who did City lose to? Was it a Brentford or Palace? Who did they lose to? Or they drew to somebody?
Palace at the City.
They drew to Palace. Prime example. So you're gonna tell me that Palace are better than City? No. But guess what? City had an off day, and Palace took advantage and got a point. What are we talking about here? That's what you have to do in football: is stay in the game when you are playing teams who are better than you. Say again.
Nothing. I thought you said money.
No. I didn't know. And that's what it is. Like, it's outrageous, and people will see that. And actually, I got to stop saying that. People will say that and still defend it. Because I see the Ten Hagers are very quiet. They're extremely quiet because they know their man's drowning, and they can't throw him a lifeboat. They can't throw him a raft. You know what I'm saying? You can't throw him the donut thing for him to hold on to. Nothing. Show's over. It's a wrap. You know, it's just a question of when he gets sacked, not if. Obviously, there's going to be a lot of conflicting reports. There's already been a lot of conflicting reports. And from now to the end of the season, this is the Manchester United management position. It's more talked about than who the next prime minister is going to be of the country. So I expect plenty of reports, in particular over the summer when before like the Euros happens and there's nothing to talk about. Because I've seen reports saying that Ineos are backing him. I've seen reports saying that Ineos are 50-50 and they've not decided. I've seen reports saying Ineos definitely want him out. Take it all with a pinch of salt. But like I keep saying, Ineos, you are on the clock. This ain't no Poch thing where it takes 3 to 5 years. No, you lot can put this system in place from now, as you should be. Yeah, like, so yeah, that's what it is. So yeah, and I've seen, like I said, I've noticed the Ten Hagers are very quiet. The Bruno backers are very quiet. Everyone who's backing all these players who are just not good enough, and his manager who's not good enough, all quiet all of a sudden. No pushback. And that's just my thoughts on the game. The positive is the result. And Kambawala, who people were surprised, but I've been talking about Kambawala when he's played previously. He's played well this season. Whether he's started games, whether he's come off the bench, he's been a good player. This is why I'd rather see Kambawala in the team than Maguire. I like Kambawala, and there's no reason why he can't be a solid backup, which he has been. Because every time he's deputized, it's a big game. That's why when before the game, people are like, "Oh, you worried about him?" No, handled Nunes, comfy. I'm saying he was comfy against them Liverpool attackers. Maguire was the one who was on shaky ground. Wan-Bissaka is probably our best defender between him and Dalot. Are you a kid?
And Evans.
So it's like, yeah, there is. I'm talking about in that game in particular.
Oh, okay. Well.
But yeah, Johnny Evans is another one who I trust. Like, when I see Johnny Evans in the line, people try and criticize Johnny Evans, the signing. It's because it's Johnny Evans and he's 36, 37. But yeah, he's our third best centre-back and it's not even close. He's better than Lindelof and he's better than Maguire and he's better than Kambawala. It's only Martinez and Varane that he's behind in regards to level.
I think Johnny Evans has been their best centre-back this season.
That's fair. I think it's been Varane, but that's fair. He's been good. Like, I don't have when I see him in the lineup, I don't worry. I have no complaints. Like, put it this way, if he was fit for that Liverpool game and playing him and Kambawala, they're the two I would play next to each other. But
speaking of which,
go on.
Sorry, I don't know what he said. The Chelsea United game. Why did Evans come on just to come off?
He got injured. That's why.
Was he not fit in the first place? Or?
No. He was fit. Yeah. He just got injured, unfortunately. Yeah.
But
That's where I will
Wait.
defend the manager. He just got injured. That's all.
when you listen to the game on mute or what?
That's all it
What
was.
me?
Yeah.
I was on the watch along, and even then, I don't listen to games with the
Yeah,
commentary.
that's all it was. Flawless at halftime. Jim Ratcliffe's facial expressions was disappointed. Do you believe they'll make a change? They must. There's no way they can see what's going on currently, seen what's happened previously, see the mess that Manchester United are in off the pitch and go, yeah, Ten Hag's the guy. There's no way you can watch. You were at the Chelsea game, you were at the Liverpool game, and you go, this is the guy to lead us forward. There's no way anybody with a working brain and two eyeballs who's supposed to be any form of competent businessman, any form of competent footballing person, and go, yeah, this is the guy we going forward with. But they are on the clock. I'm definitely not giving these like the benefit of the doubt because they already started off with a minus by doing a deal with the Glazers. I already looked at you funny from that. I already don't trust you as it is. So we'll find. Yeah, go on, Brian. Go on.
I was watching. You know that channel, The Overlap, Gary Neville.
Yeah.
You know how they do this like podcasting where they eat food or whatever. And they bring on a guest. Yeah. I was listening to I think the last one they did. And I think it was that show. But yeah, Gary Neville, he was speaking about the managers like being linked to Man United and stuff. And if it's like with Southgate and Graham Potter, if those are the sort of level of managers you're linked with, then you might as well just stick with Ten Hag. They're trying to make some sort of point like that.
I get the thought process because if they're the free options, we're fucked regardless. So it doesn't matter, to be honest. However, this is now on Ineos and Jim Ratcliffe and Barada and everyone who's paid this big money to go and find a manager outside of these. Same way when Conte was sacked, Ange Postecoglou was not top 5, top 10 at the bookmakers. Go and find a manager we don't know. I've been shouting about this for the longest. I don't want a manager who's managing in the Premier League or previously managed in the Premier League. Go and find new, go and find fresh. Sit down, pick a style, and then you pick a manager who plays said style and you go from there. That is not too tough to ask. That is not difficult. That's not saying be in a title race. That's not saying get to the Champions League semi-final. That is saying, hey, you know what? Build us a platform off the pitch. That's what I'm saying. Hey, you know what? You see this house? Just put some windows in. That's what I need you lot to do. You know what I'm saying? We got the bricks. You know what I'm saying? Like put the bricks in place and put the windows in and let's just start there and look for a roof. You know, like we ain't talking about a nice interior design and a nice fireplace and a wine cellar and all this and extensions on the yard. No, none of that. I do the basics and they run the clock. And by the summer start, even before the summer start, I will either be very, very checked into the season, like from an emotional standpoint and a fan standpoint, or I'll be Ineos out and checked out from the beginning. I will know everything, all the questions I have, because I have a plethora of questions, will be answered this summer. That's even success on the pitch. But yeah, go on.
Because you're right, because Man United has like we've seen last season and like some seasons previous that if they're just coached properly, like they can quite easily get top 4. Like as a base level squad.
Exactly.
It's not.
What you said, Prime. You didn't even say coached well or coached to a magnificent level properly. Just coach us properly. Basics. And we'll do okay.
Ten Hag did it last season. Like we've seen Ollie do it. Like it's not. That's why I keep saying about these players.
Ollie coaching us, you know.
Why are you being? They shouldn't be this bad because it's not that difficult to get top 4. We've seen
it's really not. It's not difficult. People were talking last season, not too far from this time last year, talking about us being in a title race with arguably a worse squad. So why is it now all of a sudden going from United are in the title race to we can't compete for top 4? Because we're not competing for top 4.
That's the thing. People do too much and say, "Oh, well, this oh, and people do the same with Chelsea. Oh, well, we're not good enough to be challenging or winning the league anyway. So what do you expect? Well, if you're competent, you can achieve basic level requirements as a big club. Getting top 4 or top 6, let's say, is not that difficult if you're a Chelsea or Man United.
No.
Not with the money we spend on average players who, if they were at a different club, they would be their best players. Like it's not that difficult. It's really not.
Say it louder for the people in the back, but people will act like it takes 2, 3, 4 years to finish top 4 or top 3. Bear in mind, people, in all the times I be going on rants and talking about Ineos and Ratcliffe and Omar Barada, I don't talk about winning anything. I don't talk about success. I don't even talk about competing at the top level, because that will happen if you do these things. Just because law of averages, the amount of money you spend, you're just gonna get it right. Even on accident, you'll get it right. You spend X amount, you spend 300 million on 7 to 8 players. Even if worst case scenario, you spend 8 players and 3 of them work out. If those 3 work out, you put them in the environment around other talent as well, you'll have a team that's comfortably top 3. We've seen it last season. That's why I don't hear the excuses for Ten Hag. I watched you perform with worse tools and less of your players with less money spent. But I give you more resources and better resources and you're doing worse. No, you the problem. Again, are these players good enough for where Manchester United are trying to go? No. But that doesn't mean you shouldn't be getting more out of them. We should comfortably be in top 4. Yes. No one had us behind Villa and Spurs at the start of the season. Now all of a sudden we're behind Villa and Spurs and we won't catch them. And I believe there's a bit of a gap as well. I think it's 7, 8 points, something like that. Something like it's 2 to 3 points.
I think it's 9 points.
9 points. It's 9 points. 9.
It's flawless because in the season you guys have just had, this is the thing with Man United, where because of your up and down, your standards of this great club has fallen completely because of the season you just had. People will now expect Man United, or people will overdo on expectations and say, "Oh, we're not good enough. We won't even make top 10." And when you guys finish 3rd next season, or you finish 4th, people will overdo it and say, "It's so amazing. Look at where we are. We can go challenge and win next season." And when you don't, people get too emotional and aren't able to just see things realistically for what it is.
I'll tell you a lie. It's 11, but we and you guys have one game in hand on Villa.
Okay.
So it's 11 points.
11 points, 8 points is like that shouldn't be the case, but that indeed happens to be, and then people will criticize.
That's still kind of massive.
11 with a -1 goal difference, but then people will criticize me or criticize other content creators for calling that out.
I saw a clip when obviously Flex and KG was debating on after the Brentford game, and KG was making them because you kind of see that Flex is kind of turning towards the point where he's even Ten Hag out. Obviously, it's all about the opinions, isn't it? But it's crazy to me how much Ten Hag in us or Ten Hag believers will make excuses for him to the point where they say they have a worse squad than you guys have a worse squad than Burnley and Brentford because you couldn't beat them. Or you couldn't hold on to it.
Man was saying that last season.
You wouldn't. But then going into the game, you were confidently saying, "Yeah, you go and get the win against those teams." But this is what I'm trying to say. It's crazy because now, like results like Liverpool, all of a sudden the manager gets the credit. But then why can the shit players that you guys say are shit can't get the credit to them? When they like, if you call the players shit, this is what I say. Like it's kind of like the pick and choose kind of thing. What these people do. One moment it's these players are shit. They don't even deserve to be at the football club. They're overstayed when they can't help the results against Chelsea and against Brentford. But then when they help, well, okay, they gave a late goal again, but you at least stopped Liverpool for a draw. All of a sudden, the manager did everything in his power, and you don't give the players credit on the pitch to at least make it a 2-1 because they could have capitulated at 1-0, and at halftime you had like literally 0 shots. At halftime, at home.
We was in that game only because of Liverpool. The only reason we was in that game was in Liverpool. I've never been in more disbelief at being winning a game. When I looked at the screen and it said 2-1. How? I couldn't believe it. In disbelief.
And then it goes that way, and then all credit to Ten Hag, but then the players can't get the credit for at least making the 2-2 game by the end of that game. So this one's saying like.
It's not surprising you guys drew against Liverpool, though.
No. I'm not talking about
The
that.
draw is not surprising because I said 2-2 draw.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is disbelief in regards to the way the game went, how we were leading at that point.
Oh, I didn't watch the game, so I don't know how it happened.
Right. So let me just explain to you. Liverpool peppered us the entire game. When I say they missed chance after chance after chance, it was wave after wave after wave of attack. And they
Did
just
you
kept
guys at least defend well? Or
no, because they had so many
they
chances.
had the chances, bro. Like they missed
They were
sitters.
awful. They missed sitters.
Like, and
There's
even
one where
should have won it at the end too.
Yeah, Nunes had one at the byline, and all he had to do was square it back to Szoboszlai, who was 6 yards out, and he decided to cross it. Left foot. Looked at him, seen him, and just hit across and it overhit. Yeah, Nunes, Szoboszlai, awful. They pep like even Onana made a great save from Szoboszlai early on. Like it was a 1-on-1. But yeah, the amount that's why we career high blocks. I mean, we got the most blocks in the league. It's like 150 plus. Yeah,
because
man.
When I did the prediction on Steve's channel, I said 3-3 draw, but like I kind of like remember when City played United. I think they could have beat you guys to win the league Centurion season, and you guys were like 2-0 down at half time or something, and you came back and drew 2-2.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I thought you guys would do something like that where you guys wouldn't want Liverpool to beat you guys to win the league.
No, that team is way better than this team.
Yeah,
I know.
The manager's just way better.
I'm using the principle of you guys would have fought back, and I assumed you guys would do that. But yeah, you guys were cheats.
We didn't. Yeah. We just rolled over. That's what we did.
Yeah,
we just
what I mean. Like this one seemed like, but then Ten Hag gets the credit for getting the result, but then you can't credit the players to a little bit. And I'm talking from the Ten Hag believers kind of standpoint. Because of course the players played shit in that game. They were able to get the result because Liverpool couldn't take advantage of actually how bad United was in the game. But that's what I kind of say is like keep the energy the same. Don't give these dudes all of a sudden credit when they get Ten Hag the result. But then when Ten Hag doesn't get the result, it's all the players' fault. It needs to be a balance all the time in these discussions that we have, or clearly then you just have agendas then, in my opinion. Like at least with Ten Hag altered, at least they can be balanced and say the manager's shit, but the players are shit. You would never hear Ten Hag inner say Ten Hag is doing this and this and that, but and the players have to leave. You never see a Ten Hag inner playing the manager maybe for some, or it's all the players' fault. It's not all the players' fault when you 6 with -1 goal difference. It cannot just be the players. I'm sorry.
That's it. Yeah, Diaz Balloon went over. We invite all these shots. Yeah, like I seen a stat and it said over the 3 games they've played against us, they've had 90 shots that failed to beat us.
That's crazy.
That's
Onana had like 300 shots this season.
Something crazy. But hey, our manager said it don't matter. He said it's all right. He said it doesn't matter how many shots we're facing. He said it's okay.
Did he say that?
Yeah, that's what he said.
He
He also said our style of play is possession based on the front foot football. That's also what he said.
Hey, at least your manager has a style of play. Let me bring up this Crux quote.
Oh yeah, you can get to.
you're gonna go to the code that we already.
However, Prime, don't do that. We do not have a style of play. Like, we don't. Just to clarify.
Hey.
Our managers are actually like they must have a group chat together and like what are ways we can keep our jobs. Let's think of the most stupid things you can say is keep our jobs, and let's come up with something together. That's what they must have a group chat and talk about it, surely.
It's outrageous. You know what I'm saying? Outrageous.
Can I play this clip?
What is it? What's the clip?
Speaking.
I think, about the tactic to clip talk they're talking about.
Yeah.
Where's it from?
I don't know. From Twitter.
Go on, run it. Yeah, run it.
This is the one they said I'm 52 years old, kind of thing. It's that one.
Yeah. Let me know if you guys can hear.
No, it might be the one with Jermaine Genius, isn't it?
Hold on.
Yo,
big up C1 in the chat as well, man.
Yo, it's a good for dip because I'm trying to get.
Yeah. We're gonna close out anyway.
It's like big up to everyone.
Close it out.
Actually, I have a quick prediction for the Newcastle game. I think we're gonna draw. It's an early kick, we suck at early kicks every time. It doesn't matter which manager. So I say 1-1 against Newcastle. Big up you guys.
And before you go, the 2 games tomorrow. Well, yeah, the 2 games tomorrow. Real Madrid, Manchester City, Arsenal, Bayern.
I think Arsenal beat Bayern 2-0.
Mm-hmm.
I hate to say it, but Bayern stink. Mm-hmm. And where's the game against in the City game?
It's in Spain.
Oh, it's in Spain.
Yeah, it's in Spain.
I have a slight feeling it's going to be a draw. Maybe 1-1. Yeah, 1-1.
Okay. First.
Okay, yeah, big of you guys. I'm gonna be in the chat listening though.
Yes, love. Yeah, I'm gonna close out shortly. Go on, Prime. Thoughts on Poch's before we close.
Poch's. This is like, I think this injury maybe must have been from like maybe a few months ago or pre-season or whatever. But like, Mr. Pochettino said that philosophy, formation, style of play, whether you defend or dominate a game, isn't important. Players need you to feel you want the best for them. Explains why there's no system. At Chelsea, there's no coaching. There's running around and emotional support. Bro, it's like watching Chelsea. It's like worse than watching Sunday League. It's so funny. It's actually
the thing is, yeah, that quote doesn't surprise me because watch the games, and you know we don't get coached anyway.
Like, people were getting angry about the Sheffield United game. Why are you angry? You're doing this season. It's
I put it to the draw.
So boring. Like, we bring on near the end of the game 2 tall players in Concede and Badiashile because Poch logic is, if I need to defend, let me just flood the box with tall players. That should be fine. And we lose the game because we failed to win a header. So it's funny.
Do you know what someone said? Someone said he subbed off Cole Palmer like we got Champions League midweek.
Oh, you're so bad.
So jokes. No stress, H, man. No stress. Take your time. We ain't closing out just yet. We having a trips out with people.
Sorry, which Chelsea fans were getting gassed about beating Man United?
Oh shit. Will, this is just like me personally, so this is just complete personal vendettas. This is why I didn't even send for you lot. Like, I can't even get on to like Victor because like that's just me and Victor gonna banter each other like that. But it's like it was the chest beyond the game. Like, banter me all you want for us losing the game. What I didn't like was the whole, we're 5 points behind you with a game in hand. We gonna catch you. We on your tail. And I was like, very similar to the Liverpool 7-0 where it's like, all right, talk about the game. Cool. Cook. But then when man start doing more like, it's the worst game in your history and trying to police how I respond and like I've not seen my team lose the league title on the last day. Like I haven't seen my team lose Champions League finals, Champions League semi-finals. Talk about all the time. The one when we lost to Leverkusen, I'm still not over. It was 2001. And it still irks me to this day how we lost that game. I think it was 2002 when Madrid won it. We probably would have got packed by Madrid in the final. Cool. But I'm still irked. Like, it's still, so it's like when people always be doing too much, talk about the game, banter, run jokes. I'm all for, hey, give me new stuff to slander Ten Hag with. Give me new things to say about these players. I'm all with it. Like when someone said Bruno, no, actually it wasn't a rival, but Ash said it in regards to the Bruno goal against Liverpool. Like, nah, that wasn't a shot, man. He was looking for Rashford. I'm saying he overhit the pass. That's what it was. Shit like that. I'm all for it. I'm all for that. So
that's the sea level haters. That's looking for Rashford. I don't want to give any credit for the goal.
I'm all for that, but it's when the way man was talking, like, yo, don't get me wrong, Manchester United are bad, but I've been saying this all season. Chelsea are worse, and there was this chest before the game, like before the OT game. Oh, we're gonna come there and smash you lot up. I've been watching you lot a lot this season, and obviously I talk to you lot as well in regards to Chelsea all the time, and I was like, where is this confidence coming from? Same way I didn't come to like the bridge and go, yeah, we gonna smash you lot up and red. Why? Based off of what? Outside of me wanting that to happen.
Chelsea fans watch us, and then it's like certain results will happen, and they'll forget how bad we are.
yeah.
They'll actually forget how bad we are.
Yeah.
That always happens. As international break as well.
I thought we'd lose to Man United. I said 3-1, but like if that game had ended 3-3 or we had lost 3-2, I wouldn't have complained. We won at the end because Man United are bad. But equally, we could have lost that game 4-2 as well. Or 4-3.
That's it. It was just in regards to the extra stuff. And then I'm on Lewis's stream. I won't get banned, get the jokes. Chloe, me. Victor's running his mouth. Think Surfer was there. Lewis is running joke. Jimmy saying what he's saying. That's all well and good. I'm all for that. And then like Joe was there running his mouth. And then I watched the Sheffield United clip. He's like, oh, I'm done. I'm out. It's like, right, you can't handle Ola McBurney equalizer. Is that what it is? I'm saying, but just a few days, 2-3 days ago, it was you were gonna catch us on all this and stuff like that. I just like football. I just love seeing football and karma slap people in the face. That's all it is. I'm all for it.
That's not football karma. That's just posh.
After being United, people were like, "We're gonna get top 4. We're gonna do all this, all this." And I was looking at the fixtures, and I was thinking to myself, "Are you sure? We've got Arsenal, Spurs, we've got Villa. Since Forest have been in the league, we've not beat them this season. Who else have we got? Since Spurs have been promoted to the Premier League, we've not beat them. What else have we got? I actually don't know when our next win is, bro. I thought our last win would be against Sheffield. We've got Everton. We've got Brighton away.
Yeah,
we've got Brighton away, and I can't remember the last time we beat Brighton at the Amex.
Hey, Arsenal away. That's a Tuesday, 23rd. Did they reschedule that? They just rescheduled that. Yeah, that's not a man. Yeah,
Forest away. We still got West Ham.
Oh no, I do have it. Yeah. Arsenal Chelsea.
We got Bournemouth final game of the season.
We probably beat Bournemouth because it means nothing. But we still have.
Hey, Victor. Man City haven't beaten us this season, so it's fine. That's what people tell me.
Yeah,
you know what? We need that. We need that to continue. Prime FA Cup semi-final. We'll be there, man. Let's go. Ten Hag versus Poch. Last dance. Hopefully, last game for both of them. We can be free. Last dance in regards to be free from both of them afterwards.
Nah.
Free, man. So we can be both free from this terrorism, man.
Stay here forever.
That's El Sacco square.
I'm not worried about that. I'm worried about Poch staying.
No. That's what I'm saying is that we just both need to. You don't want to get to the final. You don't want to reach the final.
No. It's the first time I don't want to reach the final.
You lot could beat us. You don't have a chance.
No.
You don't think?
No.
Why not?
In the final? What?
You lot could beat us in the final. 100%.
No.
I favor us, but it's like 60-40.
It's like 59-41 or something.
Yeah, so you got a chance.
Yeah, or whatever it's
41 and 64 is the exact same thing. You're just missing out.
No, sorry, I meant 51-49.
All right, cool. So you got a great chance.
We got a great chance.
No. If you lot play us in a final of FA Cup, you could win that game.
It's difficult 50-50. What are you talking about?
No.
You don't think so? All right. So what would you would you favor us?
I don't.
Let me ask you, Prime. You
guys don't understand. If we win that game, he stays.
I don't think he does.
You reckon it's based off of that? They can't just be looking at the same.
If we get Europe, he stays.
All right,
so get FA Cup and finish
Prime, I'll do you the best deal for you, my friend. You get to the final, lose to us. There you go. Calm.
No, I don't want to lose another final.
So you rather lose the semi-final?
I'd rather he gets sacked. So
yeah, man. So you can get sacked after losing the final. You can bow out like that, the loser that he is, and him and Ten Hag can walk off into the sunset together.
No.
Walk into the sunset together. You're sick.
Please, I need to be freed, man. I can't do this no more. I'm broken.
Yeah, facts, man. I
can't do because again, when I was unfiltered and Ash asked me, he was like, "Oh, is this like the worst? This is the worst you felt like under like managers since pre-Ferguson?" I say, yeah, because everyone else I had checked out from. Like all the previous managers, I stopped watching for a period of time. Under Mourinho, I stopped watching. Under Van Gaal, I stopped watching. Under Oli, I stopped watching. But now, because I content create, I cannot check out. I have to be locked in and focused on what's going on.
For me, it's never been this bad. Like, people say 17-18 was bad for Chelsea. But like for me, I had like other stuff in my private life to go with, so I didn't really like feel what was going on in terms of Chelsea. When Frank was here as manager, to be fair, like he got top 4 in the first.
We finished 5th. We got like 2 points off top 4.
With Conte.
Yeah, but we're 9th.
Yeah, but people were saying it was bad under contest. What I'm saying.
Yeah, it was bad, but we won a trophy and we finished 5th, and we're like 3
I
points.
know, but people were saying what? Oh,
This is a lot worse.
what the hell just happened?
You good?
I don't know.
You good?
Nothing.
Like, you laugh
Yeah,
at
I know this is worse, but people told me like 17, 18 was bad. But like, I'm just saying I didn't feel bad. But
yeah,
yeah,
2018 was bad.
yeah,
Like,
but whatever.
This is hell.
My biggest fear is that this guy stays.
No, let's see what else you lot are saying in the chat. We are going to close out. This is the new time slot for the show, people. You will get it Mondays, midnight UK time. Manchester United, Chelsea Spurs show, Man United podcast. Ballers at the bridge talking that Tottenham talk. What you got coming up today? Obviously, today's Stack Day. Man United podcast be back, unfortunately, because we have to talk about Manchester United. So we'll be back with the gang. You know what I'm saying? Rhino, Eddie, Ivorian, Dan Silly, man, Corey, etc. Whoever else pulls up. Leon, you lot know the vibes. Obviously on the playback as well, where all the Champions League watch-alongs will be going down. Someone did ask. I will start by watching Arsenal Bayern Munich, but it depends on if one of the English teams start winning, I'm switching to the other game. So if Arsenal start beating Bayern Munich, I'm switching to Madrid City. If City start beating Madrid, I'm going back to Arsenal Bayern Munich. So basically, whichever English team is in the worst predicament is the game I will be locked into. But I will start off with Arsenal and Bayern. That's what I'll do. But hey, Bayern Munich, Real Madrid, you must, and then we'll be back on the YouTube channel for the second crossover now of the week, because this is on Monday night technically. Manchester United, Manchester City show. So myself and Vale will be discussing that game as well. Man said it's snowing out here. Hey man, get yours, man. I'm saying that's why you got the snowman coat on. I see you, Prime, man. I see you shining. I see you. I get why you got it on now. If it ain't snowing, you ain't going. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying this guy got look at you know what I'm saying. You glowing while it's snowing. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. I see you. Look at
the stream.
Shining, man. Like you just put on some cocoa ball. I see you shining, man. Skin glistening over there. Man.
The snow in Sassuolo, you know.
Yeah, yo, facts, man. You know what I'm saying? If it's white, if it's all white, Prime is all right. You know what I'm saying? Let's go, Prime. You feel me? I see you. You know what I'm saying? I see you, Prime. I see Prime shining. You know what I'm saying? Over there. You see, that's why he turned off his camera. You just got to say, "Oh yeah, babes, wish you too." I'll be done in a minute. But yeah, love to everyone. Exactly what he did, yo. It's exactly what he did to her. Yeah, Victor's finished, yo.
Yo, that's crazy. That's
exactly
crazy.
what he did. It's just like, oh, babes, I'm wrapping up in a minute. That's what he did. That's what he just said. Hey, what do you mean he like?
Yeah.
Okay, you laughing.
Saying that what's in him, yeah? That's what you be saying.
Saying who?
That's the lines you be using.
I'll be live streaming afterwards. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's what I'm doing. I'm working, fam. I'm not all like you, I'm not all blessed like you. You feel me? And that's what it is. There's no snow bunny here. I'm by myself. I'm not like you. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get into that prime time. You feel me? And that glowing in the snow, man. We see you. You know what I'm saying? All that snow got Prime blinded at the background, man. He needed the sunglasses. Facts. Yo, the white was bright. So it was. The white was bright.
Why wearing the coat in your yard?
We know why, man. Because the snow. You know what I'm saying? That snow different. You know what I'm saying?
You see how you guys see how uninterested we are about our clubs? These guys are making up lies about me. It's embarrassing.
Hey, we ain't making
lies, bro. This is true.
Allegations.
But yes, everyone, don't forget as well, people. This show and all the other shows on the YouTube channel, apart from watch-alongs, are available on all audio platforms. So Spotify, iTunes, Apple Podcasts, SoundCloud, wherever you listen to music. If there is a podcast section or wherever you listen to podcasts, type in Sarcasm City TV. Big up to all the audio listeners as well. You lot are real ones, because I see the numbers going up, in particular on the Spotify. So please follow us on Spotify. 5-star us on there. Even if you don't use it for podcast. If you have Spotify, it helps. Trust me. We're trying to get the big bag on Spotify as well. So follow us, 5-stars on Spotify. All you iPhone users as well, please make sure you do the same. All you iPhone users, please make sure you do the same. 5-stars, leave us a review. Same with SoundCloud as well. Like I said, we will be redirecting to pro clubs. I don't know if the man them in the building. I'm sure Victor, if you're about, jump on. But yes,
there's a few man on there.
Yeah. Predictions before we go for the next game. We'll go to you, Victor. Chelsea Everton Monday night.
Chelsea Everton Monday night. 2-2.
2-2. Okay, another 2-2 draw. Prime, what are you saying?
2-1 Everton.
2-1 Everton. When's the last time Everton beat you like at your place? Must have been a long time ago. Yeah, must have been a long time ago.
Everton have won one game, I think, this calendar year or something. And Chelsea
Yeah,
have
that was yesterday.
and Chelsea have conceded 2+ goals like the last 7 or 8 games. Where they're gonna score 2.
That's what I said 2-0.
And we struggle against low block, so 2. Well, we struggle against any organized team, to be fair, not just low blocks.
Right. Yeah, playback people, we will be over there for. Do not worry about that. But yes, we're heading over to pro clubs. So love to everyone that has locked in. It will redirect straight to there. Victor will probably be there. Surf will probably be there. Big up Jez as well. Prime for joining also. And love to everyone that's locked in. This has been the Manchester United, Chelsea, Tottenham Hotspur show. Man United podcast. Ballers at the Bridge podcast. Talking that Tottenham Talk podcast. Live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube. Thank you very much for tuning in.
Watch out.
Big up.